You've probably all heard the phrase, the early bird gets the worm, but it's the second mouse that gets the cheese. For rodents in particular, this is because practically anything with teeth wants to eat them, so it pays to be a little bit cautious and assess risks before foraging. Many rodents use their highly evolved sense of smell to assess risks and then show predator avoidance behaviors, known as olfaction, but Australian rodents are less well studied, so we don't know if we can expect that same type of behavior from them. Melomys cervinipes, also commonly called the fawn-footed mosaic-tailed rat, is an endemic semi-arboreal and nocturnal species of rodent found in the tropical rainforests of Queensland down the coast of central New South Wales. And they're pretty cute too. Previous research by Hayes et al. In 2006 found that Melomys and other rainforest rodents avoid areas in the natural environment where mammalian fecal matter was detected, but very little, if any, research has been done on whether or not they can detect reptile predator odors. So that's where my research comes in, as I expected that they can recognize and discriminate reptile predator odors and show that same aversion behavior. To test this, I tried simulating threatening situations by exposing 20 individual Melomys to Y-shaped maze trials in the picture. Each of the Melomys were first exposed to 2 preliminary tests, one with a non-venomous Stimson's python shed against a piece of paper in little plastic vials, and the second was with a venomous red-bellied blacksnake shed against that same paper control. After this preliminary test, they were all then exposed to a direct comparison with the 2 sheds. Using cameras, I tracked their travel patterns and behaviors for 20 minutes, and I also recorded the amount of time that was spent in each section of the maze, as well as the time spent investigating each treatment. Preliminary findings suggest that Melomys can recognize and do discriminate reptile predator odors, as they spent significantly longer investigating the reptile sheds compared to the paper control. Now this contradicts my hypothesis that they would show aversion to the snake sheds, which could mean a number of things. Either they don't see the snake sheds as a threat, potentially they see it as food, and yes, I have seen one chew through the plastic vial and eat the snake shed that was in it, or potentially it's just a novel object that they're assessing the risk to learn more about it. So the next step is to do an analysis of the direct comparison test with the 2 snake sheds, as well as doing a chemical compound analysis of the sheds to determine if there is actually a difference between the types. But my primary question was, can they smell that? And it seems so far that yes, they can smell, recognize, and discriminate reptile predator odors. Thank you.